questions together, listen, follow through with what I'm thinking when I see the question. Then it is more important, follow the thinking rather than copying the solution. The solution, I will put up the soft solution, I will put up the video. So it is not so important, but it's important you think. Okay? It's about your thinking, Jimmy. Express 92% as a decimal. So now this one is in percentage, I want to change it to decimal. I have mentioned before, this symbol itself actually means divide by 100. So 92%, I am just changing the symbol into dividing by 100. Some of you divide 2 times. 1 time enough, just changing the symbol to divide by 100. Or sometimes you will see me write, just put 92 divide by 100. Then let your calculator do the job already. 92 divide by 100. Change it to decimal form, you will get 0.92. Okay? Some of you double divide and got it wrong. So, going by the same thinking, same idea. 5 and 5 out of 14%. I am also just going to divide by 100. Okay? Then your calculator should tell you the answer already. And the answer is 1/280. Why? Some of you got different number. Some of you, you know this. You are doing the right thing, but end up you got the wrong answer. So the reason is because your calculator don't like you. You never spend enough time with your calculator. When you are keying in, when you are dividing, instead of 514 divided by 100, when your key in became 514 divided by 100. Okay? So after you key in your 5/14, you must press the right button so that the cursor come from beside 14. You press the cursor to the right, it will come out to the side. Then you press your divide. Those of you who never look carefully, your cursor is beside the 14. When you key in divide by 100, it end up 14 divided by 100 as the denominator. That's why when you press equal sign, the number that came out was 250 divided by 7. Okay? So the problem, if you get 250/7, your idea is correct, but your execution is wrong. You told the calculator to calculate 5 divided by 14 divided by 100 instead of 5/14 divided by 100. Okay? Some of you I think 1 or 2. But take this chance, everyone be careful. After you key in, look at the calculator screen whether it shows what you want or not. Or else, the calculator very stupid one. You tell him to divide by 100 first, they will divide by 100 first. Okay? Because the calculator cannot look at your paper. The calculator only do what you tell them. Okay? So both these are 1 mark, 1 mark. Convert. This one we do quite a lot of time in class. So some of you still got it wrong. When we want to convert 36 km/h, I mentioned before, this slash itself is like a divide like that. So what this 30 km/h means is actually 30 km for every 1 hour. Then we want to change it to meter per second. We want to know how many meter per 1 second. Okay? So we have to change both kilometer into meter and hour into seconds. Some of you only change the kilometer kilometer, some of you only change the hour. So I have to change both. 36 kilometer, 36 times of 1 kilometer. Every 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. So 1 kilometer change to 1000 meter. Every hour is 60 minutes. I don't need to do everything in one step. I can slowly do also. Then 60 minutes, every minute is 60 seconds. Then can you see like that? I change both kilometer to meter and hour to seconds already. Okay? Then it will become 36, 30, here 36, 20, and it is in meter per second already. Cancel, cancel, cancel everything, left 10 meter per second. Okay, so the marking scheme that we are told, of course, if you finally get your answer is 1 mark. If you convert correctly, meaning you convert your hour, you convert your kilometer, you get 1 mark for working. So if you convert correctly, but your final answer wrong, you will still get 1 mark. But if you convert wrongly in the first place, even answer correct, also no mark. Okay, can. So this one supposed to be one of the easier questions. The first 3 are supposed to be the easier questions. Then I have mentioned before, in exam, you don't need to score for all the hard questions. You will already pass if you can get all the easy questions. Meaning, your first page must try to get 3 marks already. Okay? Okay, question 2. You are given ratio of AB and ratio of BC separately, then you are going to combine them together. This is what the question wants you to do. Okay, so knowing that already, the working we have gone through before, I will write A is to B is 5:4. Okay, I can write them together straight away. B is to C is 3:11. But right now, they are separated. If I want to combine them together, I must make sure the middle number is the same. Then I can combine them together. So to make the middle number the same, I have to find the lowest common multiple. Because in fractions, in ratio, to make the ratio still the same. For example, if I have one ratio 1:2, I want to write a similar or a same ratio, I only go by multiplication or division. I cannot plus. It's only multiply and divide only. So when I multiply by 2, 2 to 4 is the same as 1:2. Just writing it in a different way. It is also the same as 3:6. Okay? All these are similar or same ratios. Just that 1:2 is the lowest form or the simplest form. So in this case, 5:4, I want to change it until I can make the middle number the same. 3:11, I want to change this until the middle number is the same. So only by multiplication or division. Then I want to multiply something, then they become the same. So 3 and 4, the lowest common multiple is 12. If I multiply 3, this will become 12. If I multiply 4, this will become 12 also. So in this line, this whole ratio, I want to write a similar ratio, just that I multiply this by 3. Then if I multiply this by 3, I must also multiply this by 3. That is why I want to multiply 3 to the first line. Then 3 times 5, I will get 15. 3 times 4, I will get 12. I am just changing this ratio here. They are the same ratio, just look a bit different because I multiply 3 on both sides. Okay? How do I fill in the last part? Then that one will come from the second line. For the second line, I also want to make the middle common 112. So I need to multiply 4. So the entire line I need to multiply 4. So I will get my last number to fill in already. 4 times 11, 44. Answer. Okay? Showing that you know you have to make common multiple 12, you get 1 mark. Okay? By multiplying the whole line correctly lah. Then to get the final answer, 1 more mark, so 2 marks. Can? Okay? This one also considered the easy question lah. Must be able to get. Fiona, correction. Listen, try to follow. Have difficulty understanding, try to listen first. Okay? Okay, then go to exchange rate. This one is also easy question. Also must get one. Only multiply only one. Plus, minus, multiply, divide only. Exchange rate, Sing dollar and Malaysian ringgit. 1 Singapore dollar is 3.32 RM. 800 Singapore dollar is how much RM? This one is your ratio lah. Quite straightforward, right? 1 SGD is 3.32 ringgit. Now you have 800 SGD. And how much is this in RM? This is what the question is asking. This is the entire story. So if 1 SGD is 3.32, 800 SGD is how much? So to get to 800, multiply lor. Multiply 800 lah. So both sides multiply 800. 3.32 multiply 800, we will get 2656 RM. Multiplication only then. Okay? So this one must get one. All these easy points. You get all the easy points passed already. Okay. Then some of you never follow the story. You see got 1,200 here, you straight away use this 1,200. So you never read the question, you never follow the story. So the story is, she changed 800 into ringgit already. Then after that, from this amount of ringgit that she has, she spent this 1,200. Okay? Then after that, she changed the rest. Balance is another word for the rest lah. The rest that she has left. So you must first find 2656 minus 1,200. So she is left with 1,456 RM after spending. After spending 1,200 ringgit, she is left with 1,456 ringgit. So you have to follow their story. Then this 1,456 is changed back to Singapore dollar when she come back to Singapore. Then some of you were asking, the question here got 1 SGD equals to 3.38 RM. Then I told you, exchange rate keep changing one. Today can be 3.32, tomorrow can be 3.38. So when I go, I change maybe 3.32. When I come back, if I want to change back, maybe it's the new rate already. Okay? Or because the money changer, they are operating to make money one. So if I sell you ringgit, I will sell you more expensive. when you take ringgit come back and buy Singapore dollar, when I sell you Singapore dollar, I will also sell it a bit more expensive. So the exchange rate is different one. In the real world, it's like that. You want to change Singapore dollar to ringgit, it's one rate. You want to change ringgit to Singapore dollar, it's a different rate. It will be a bit different. That is how money changers make money. Okay? But when we are marking, the department decided that you use 3.38, we also mark you correct. You use the original 3.32, we also mark you correct. Okay? Give chance. So, I have 1456. I want to change it back to Singapore dollar. 1 Singapore dollar is 3.38 ringgit. So how much is 1456 ringgit in Singapore dollar? This is what they want you to find. So from 3.38 to become 1456, I told you before, change it to 1 first, then you won't be so easily confused. Change it to 1 by dividing by 3.38. Then after that, from 1 to 1456, multiply by 1456. So this side will be 1 divided by 3.38. Then 1456 multiplied 1 over 3.38. Or 1456 divided by 3.38. Then you will get 430.77. If you use the other rate, also same. Change to 1 RM, how much first? Then multiply 1456. So if you use 3.32, you should get 438.55. So either answer we also mark you correct. But either way, the working is still the same one. Okay? Changing from one currency to another currency. So this one also, get used to it. Very common question. Every year will come out. Sure come out. Okay? So sure must be able to do. And it is also not difficult. Multiply, divide, plus, minus. Okay? And one more reason maybe why this time round everyone did better is there are lesser algebra. Correct? Don't see so much x, y, z. Okay, next one. Simple interest rate. A bank provides simple interest rate 2.8% per annum. So during the exam, someone asked me what is per annum. Then this one we go through in class before also. Per annum means per year. It is the same as annual. Annual means every year. So annual, annum, all these all related to years. So 2.8% per year. Every 1 year 2.8%. So if I started with 35,000, find the interest after 3 years. So 1 year I start with 35,000. Every 1 year the interest is 2.8%. Okay? 1 year is like that. 3 year multiply by 3. Okay? And 2.8% is when I change it to number, the symbol divide by 100. Then I multiply all these things together, I will get 2940. Okay? So this part itself is interest for 1 year. Then I have 3 years, that's why I multiply by 3. Like that will become for 3 years. Just like that only. Some of the teachers, they already teach you, or they already teach their class to remember a formula. Simple interest equals to P RT over 100. Actually, it is exactly the same. The amount of interest, I is interest, is the principal. Principal means the original amount. Rate is your interest rate. T is how long. So they will write this formula, then put in the numbers, principal times interest times time divided by 100. Actually, it is exactly the same. This divide by 100 came from the rates. Okay, so I feel there is no need to remember a formula if you don't like. But if the formula helps you to remember, then you can remember I equals to PRT over 100. But for this question, very straightforward. Interest 1 year how much? Times 3 years. Okay? If you would like to earn an interest of 5,000, find the least number of years he needs to keep the money in the bank. Okay? So this one has to go back to he wants 5,000. Then every year get how much? Correct? So we have to find the interest of 1 year. Then which is this one of 35,000 times 2.8%. That one is 1 year, man. Okay? So if it's inside your calculator, you can straight away write down. If it's not inside your calculator, it is $980. Interest for 1 year is 980. I want to earn 5,000. How many years will I take? I will take the total divided by 980. Then I will know how many years I will take. Okay? Then same one. If one day I earn $1, I want to earn $20. I will take $20 divided by 1 to get 20 days. So this is the same. I want to get 5,000. Every 1 year I get 980. So I have to take 5,000 divided by 980. Then I will get 5.1. Okay? But in the real world, the bank, they don't give you at 0.1 year. So if only after 5 years, I will only get 5 times of this, which is less than 5,000. So to reach 5,000, I have to at least round up my number. I have to stay for 6 years. Okay? So this question, this one is the difficult part. You have to know that you have to round up, because although 5.1 closer to 5, but banks don't work this way. It's not you closer, I give you more money. You must meet minimum. Okay? So you have to stay minimum 6 years. Then you will get more than 5,000. If you only stay for 5 years, you are still getting below 5,000. That's why this, you need to round up. You don't round to the closest, you round up. Die have to round up. That's why 5.1 we round up. Minimum needs 6 years. answer. Not listening to correction, then of course next time don't know one will still don't know. Okay? Then a lot of you do by guess and check. You go and substitute 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. What if it is 10,000 years? Do you have time to go and check? Okay? So, primary school, maybe, guess and check, still allowed. But come to secondary school, think a bit, use logic. Then, 5,000. Then 1 year how much? Divide by 1 year how much, you get the number of years. Okay? Okay, so you get 5.1, you get 1 mark. You get 6 years, you get the final answer. So minimally